Welcome to the fifth match of week 3 of the Trainer School League. I'm your host V, and today we have my co-host Lord Lunith.
What's up, gamers?
Today our competitors are Wired of the Phoenix Phantumps and Mikey, who is the coach of the Bone Club. Is there any specific Pokemon that you want to look out for on the Phoenix Phantom side?
Yeah, I'm super excited to see what that Don fan can pull off, seeing as the Terra Captain, there's a lot of potential for that Pokemon coming out of the gate. And honestly, I just love Honchkrow. I just think he's an absolute big boy that got so many cool moves that in his kit. I just want to see what can pull.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking at that Iron Hands over there. Very strong into this rain team that we're having on the Bone Club side. And I'm also looking to that Glamora. Since it is the Terra Captain, I can definitely see it doing some funny things. Because there's a rock type, so it would be weak to all those water types. But if it can turn into something like water, that would be really funny. What about Bone Club?
On the Bone Club side, I am super excited, honestly, for the Scissor and the Pelipper, to do something, more realistic, because the Scissor has just been falling behind, but I think that potential of that Pokemon is there. You just got to utilize it stronger, and I need to see this Pelipper live past turn 1. Like, I know I can do it, and I know it's got the potential. He's gotta, you know, play to his outs.
Yeah, I feel like the strong suit for the Pelipper is just switch out immediately because that thing, if it's going to be turn one every time, just switch it out. It's a lot better to be safe than sorry. I'm looking to that Floatzel because that thing is one of the fastest things on the Bone Club side, if not the fastest. Yeah, it is the fastest. Second one being Jumpluff. Um, so that could be definitely scary, and potentially the Gastrodon. I can see it being pretty bulky. That water ground type is interesting, so maybe you could do
I think that Gastrodon could be a real big threat. Yeah.
yeah, especially against the Iron Hands.
Hmm.
So
Yep.
that is that's what we got going on that end. Let's see what the competitors brought today. Okay. So on Bone Club side, we got that Rotom Wash, that Pelipper, that Scizor, the Toxapex, that Floatzel, and that Gastrodon. Okay, a very scary set, I'd say. Um, and then on the Phoenix Phantoms, we got that Glamora, Iron Hands, Brava is how you say that?
Arboliva.
Arboliva, thank you. Sylveon, Honchkrow, and Domfan. Okay, so is there any leads that you see for these two?
Well, if the past has anything to say, I think Pelipper is coming out immediately off of Mikey's team right off the rip, and I'm pretty sure Phantumps is planning on just leading the Iron Hands. If that's the case, predicting that from the past is what's going to happen, just going straight for a Thunder Punch.
Yeah, so we gave the competitors the AOK to start the fight. So now we just wait and see. Is that Iron Hands faster than the Pelipper? Let's double check that. We got 166 on the Pelipper and 136 on the Iron Hands. Okay, we get the Glamora and the Pelipper going first.
Okay, so Pelipper coming in. I'm looking at this Gamora. I'm not sure what this Glamora really does straight into the Pelipper off the rip.
I mean, I'm seeing it could okay. Turns into a poison type, goes into a power gem. Okay, that's interesting. It is known to be a setter because it has what spikes, toxic
Toxic
spikes,
Freeze.
stealth rocks. This thing just gets a whole bunch of stuff. And oh, we gotta switch into our lava. I'm gonna butcher that every single time.
That's
Stealth
fine. It's
rocks,
an olive.
olive. I'll just say olive tree. There we go.
Yep.
Oh boy, a lot of things happening. Okay, so we got a substitute from the olive, and then a sludge bomb from the gastrodon, leech seed, and another sludge bomb.
Yeah,
And now
this
we're caught up.
Gastrodon.
Okay.
Yeah, this Gastrodon is just sitting here like, I don't care. I'm just gonna sludge bomb you till you're dead.
Yeah, definitely showing up to be the threat that we predicted at the start.
Yeah, that substitute tried to come out initially, but it was completely taken out in one shot through the sludge bomb, and Wired predicting that just went for the leech seed just to try and get some healing back from taking so many hits.
Yeah, and I see that the olive tree's seed sorrow went off. Is that the ability or is that a move or an
It's
item?
the ability. So the ability of Arboliva is whenever it's hit by a move, it sets up grassy terrain.
Right, 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 right. That is definitely fun for all grounded Pokemon.
Hmm.
Which the only two that wouldn't get it is the Hunter and the Pelipper, which I guess is fine. Okay, Sludge Bomb knocking out that substitute. And let's see, another Sludge Bomb into a Strength Sap.
Yep, that strength sap lowering the attack stat of the Dastardon, so then they can heal back up to a very comfortable health threshold. Just basically trying to chip down this Gastrodon bit by bit. It seems we're going in kind of a struggle war between Substitute, Sludge Bomb, and most likely Strength Sap, just constantly trying to wear down this Gastrodon. Most likely he's going to be one of the most threatening Pokemon on the Bone Club team.
Yeah, and if the two just keep doing substitute Sludge Bomb, that whole fun little combo, this match will come down to a struggle face at that point.
Yeah.
Oh, Hyper Voice. Okay. Hyper Voice Sludge Bomb. More Leech Seed healing up that tree. Ooh, recover
Yep.
from the Gastrodon now.
Yep. Revealing that it has recovered, that it is also going to be sitting here, not choosing not to die. Yep.
Oh boy, who loses this?
Um. Well, it looks like it might be the Gastrodon. If Hyper Voice comes out here, it should be enough damage.
Yeah, because it is faster, isn't it? Oh, switch. Okay, another Hyper Voice. So yeah, that would have killed it.
Okay, so Toxic Effects coming in.
Doing another substitute, doing a toxic because of fate, which does not work because of substitute, which
Okay.
he was really hoping for.
Yeah, 100%. That Toxic would have put in so much work against his Arboliva. Yeah, the
Mm. And
coming back out.
switching out into the Pelipper. And the Leech Seed going in.
Yeah,
Hey,
just trying to set Rain back up most likely. We know this.
well,
Yeah, we know this Arboliva's entire moveset at this point, and it looks like it does not have an offensive Grass type move. So that is, other than I guess Leech Seed. So
which I can kind of understand. Scared on the Gudra side because that thing has a what is it the Sap Sipper ability. Because going into when I went into that match, I was like, yeah, that Gudra is definitely scary. And then he brought the Gudra, and I was like, yep, that thing is definitely scary.
100%. It looks like most likely Bone Club is taking a look here, debating on what they wanted to switch into.
Yeah, now we got a Rotom Wash coming out here with the substitute.
Sub failing because the Phantumps were predicting that damage would come forward their way, breaking their sub, but looks like it did not.
And Hyper Voice and a Hydro Pump. Okay.
From not doing enough damage to break the substitute.
Hydro Pump now breaks it, but the substitute goes right back up.
It's hard to believe I'm most likely just going to sit here, chilling, feeling perfectly fine.
Does a Thunder. That is a very safe
Very
move,
fun.
I'd say. I mean, well, with it in rain, it makes sense. But grass does resist electric, doesn't it?
100%. Okay, this Rotom trying to swift out. Ooh, most
Hyper
likely
Voice into
off
the
the
gas.
Gastrodon.
Okay. Pelipper comes say hello again. In
Okay,
that,
backing off the Gastrodon, trying to switch in the Pelipper to get rain set back up again.
which completely understandable. Okay, now we get the Scizor out. Hello. Substitute
Okay,
failed again.
Scissor coming out definitely has the potential to chop off this substitute and potentially take out the Arboliva.
Switches into a Steel type. Goes for the Bullet Punch. Leech sees the Scizor. Gets that free health. And the Dawn fan is coming in. Bullet Punch does a bunch to that Dawn fan.
Wow, that was a large chunk of damage.
That was.
Uh, Revealing the Rocky helmet on the Don fan as well to get a little bit more chip. Taking out the Don fan too. It was a roll for.
Oh,
Wow.
oh, that was a low roll to a high roll. That is amazing.
Yeah, the Scizor finally like putting in some work, showing its colors of like, I hit hard. You need to respect it.
Yeah, and I believe. I mean, it's only just done the one move, but it's most likely choice band.
I believe it most likely is choice banded.
And here's the Iron Hands. Okay, they're both down one Pokemon. Floatzel comes out. Fake out.
Ooh, wow, that was a very good play by the Bone Club, swapping out, predicting some kind of move, fake out, denying any more damage on the Scizor, removing the Leech Seed. Floatzel probably not sitting in the best position.
Goes for an Ice Spinner, and a Volt Switch doesn't kill the Floatzel, but it was definitely a lot of damage.
100%.
Also, this thing gets
So
Volt Switch?
I didn't know it got Volt Switch either. Man, those Pokemon, those passive future mons get so much.
Okay, then we got a Sucker Punch killing off the Floatzel.
Oxy coming down, trying to show some power.
Another Sucker Punch killing off the Scizor.
Honskirl really putting in work, saying, "Listen, bud, Sucker Punch gonna hurt."
Sucker Punch again for the Pelipper. Goes for a Hurricane. Confuses. Ooh, this makes it a little more fun.
Oh, this could be very dangerous for this Honskirl.
Oh, Sucker Punch but failed.
Predicting another Sucker Punch, going for a Roost instead.
I mean, hey, if you're gonna get the free damage or get the free heal, might as well go for the free heal.
Yeah, and honestly, if that
Switching to Toxapex. Night Slash. Okay.
Rocky Helmet on the Toxapex as well, chipping this Honskirl down to nothing, so if it Sucker Punches again, it will take out itself.
Oh, snapped out of confusion. Night Slash. Rocky Helmet. Fair enough. Does a haze status reset. Okay, that's fair.
Understandable, in case they did not live. So we got the Iron Hands coming back in, threatening this fake out on the Toxapex to deal the leftover chip damage. It will, however, if that occurs, the Iron Hands will probably drop a little lower.
Oh, and then we get a switch into Rotom Wash and a Volt Switch from the Iron Hands.
Yeah, this game was looking a little scary with that Arboliva Gastrodon combo at the beginning, but now it is looking a lot scarier for the Phantumps as the Bone Club is putting up more of a threat at this point.
Yeah, and it definitely could. He definitely could come back with those 3 Mons. Slow. Okay, 2 months. Okay, that's
Sludge
fine.
Wave, Sludge Wave coming out of the Glamora saying, "Listen, I have a stat. You have to respect it."
Oh, and I just noticed this. The Glimora has Black Sludge, so turning it into a poison type heals it. Just
Heals with the okay. It's still on base a rock poison type, so it still would heal with
sure,
it.
but it removes the rock weakness. And here
Toxic
we
coming
go.
out, setting a clock on the Toxapex, basically saying this game it will be over soon.
Oh, toxic, but it's immune because it is a poison type.
Yeah, this Phantom's basically securing that this game will end in the next turn or two.
Goes for the surf and a power gem, and the Toxapex dies by poison.
All
That
right,
was a
that
good
game
game.
that was a good game. Even it wound up being a 4-0. There was a lot of twists and turns that happened during that game, and there was a lot of real potential. I think
Yeah,
that the Bone Club really actually brought it forward a lot more. Keeping the Pelipper alive past turn one really was a powerful move. Keeping the
yeah.
rain up a lot longer.
Congratulations to to the two competitors, Bone Club and Wired, or Bone Club and the Phoenix Phantoms. Um, it's just absolutely fun time all around. Honestly, like the two competitors did so much. There was that bout between the Olive Tree and Gastrodon, but eventually the Phoenix Phantoms came up on top. That was 35 turns. I think that was one of our
Yeah,
longer games.
that was one of our it was 38. It was one of our
38,
longest.
right.
It was one of our longest games out of the series so far, and I very much enjoyed it. There was a lot of back and forth.
Turn wise. It was a longest game turn wise. Definitely not play wise because they were playing
Yeah,
pretty quickly.
they were playing pretty quickly.
But yeah. So with that, thank you for enjoying our little video here. Click on more because we got a bunch more. Um, with that, have a wonderful good day. Go drink some water. Go touch some grass. Goodbye.
See you next time, gamers.